Have you ever felt like you're putting in all this effort, but nothing seems to be happening? Like you're showing up, doing the work, and yet everything still feels stuck? I know that feeling well. I'm Fiona from Philosophies. I'm a medical herbalist, an intuitive guide, and the creator of Dive into the Unknown, a sanctuary space for self care and support for heart led souls who wish to grow their lives and businesses in sync with the seasons and the rhythms of nature. So, in today's video, I wanted to share something that completely changed the way I see growth and patience. Something that I learned from our planet's fastest growing plant, bamboo. A few years ago, I was dealing with a lot of tension physically, emotionally, and in my business. I was pushing very hard to try and make things happen, but I wasn't seeing the progress that I had hoped for. And my body was reflecting all of it. My neck and back became so tight and stiff, like I was literally holding onto frustration, resistance, and impatience. At the time, I was working at Napier's Herbalist in Edinburgh, and a homeopathic colleague of mine prescribed me a remedy to help with my ailments. And I discovered that the remedy was made out of bamboo. And I remember thinking, oh, wow, that's interesting. I wonder how that's going to help. So I, of course, wanted to look into it and was fascinated by the symbolism of bamboo and the way that it grows as a plant. And I discovered that, well, of course, there's many different varieties of bamboo that grow at different rates and paces. But despite being the fastest growing plant, in some cases, bamboo can take years, sometimes up to 5 whole years, before anything really seems to happen. There's no visible growth, there's no proof that anything's working, but beneath the surface, the roots are expanding, they're deepening, and creating a strong foundation. And then, when the time is right, bamboo shoots up, growing up to a meter a day or even 6 meters per week until it reaches its full height. And so, in doing those explorations, I gradually started to see the connection. My body was holding onto the struggle of waiting, of wanting results faster, of feeling stuck. But just like bamboo, I needed to trust that my roots were deepening, even when I couldn't see the growth for myself yet. Just like the cycles and seasons of nature, recently I've found myself again moving through a long period of impatience with my own slow progress. But a few months ago, I started to feel a shift, a renewed determination and commitment to my growth. Finally, I felt ready to emerge from a long winter where so much had fallen away. My former therapy centre, where I had worked for the past 10 years, Neil's Yard Remedies in Edinburgh, had closed its doors after financial losses during the lockdown. And this was while I was away in Southeast Asia supporting my parents after my dad's stroke. My Facebook social media pages were hacked and lost all access to that. So I couldn't connect with people online in the way that I used to. And even my familiar sense of community in Peebles, a town where we had moved to, I felt a sense of disconnection, obviously traveling far away from Scotland when I went to Asia to support my parents. So my dad passed away a couple of years ago now, and since then, life has continued to feel like a constant cycle of uncertainty, adjustment, and moving homes. And once again, that familiar feeling of tension has been showing up in my body as stiffness and back pain, a mirror of my resistance. So it wasn't until I started reconnecting again with online communities that things began to shift. I found support in online spaces and finally felt inspired to create one of my own. So that's how Dive into the Unknown was born. It's a space for people like me, maybe like yourself, who are navigating uncertainty while still wanting to grow, create, and move forward with trust in divine timing. So lately, I've been showing up for myself and my community through a daily video and visibility challenge. I've been calling it the Snowdrop Challenge. And it feels like I'm finally riding a wave that has been building beneath the surface for years. So if you're feeling stuck, whether in your life, your business, or even in your body, Please know that growth is happening even when you can't see it. Your roots are strengthening, and when the time is right, everything will shift. But here's the thing, growth is so much easier when we're supported. We don't have to go through these seasons all alone. And that's why I created Dive into the Unknown. It's an online community for heart centered souls growing their lives and business in alignment with the seasons of nature. And it's a space where you'll find accountability, inspiration, and support as you move through these phases, support to help you reconnect with your inner wisdom and to take inspired action. And if you'd like even more guidance on trusting your unique growth journey, I'd love to invite you to the Roots to Reach Summit, which I will be one of the presenters in. It's coming up on Monday, the 10th of February to the 12th, and it's a gathering of holistic practitioners and experts sharing their insights on expansion, transformation, and deep rooted growth. So you'll find the link below to join us if that resonates. I welcome you to join us inside Dive into the Unknown and the Roots to Reach Summit if it calls to you. I'd love to grow together with you if that feels aligned. So, with that, till next time, my friends, I will see you again soon. Bye bye.